Hi there, it's Kayla from Kayla's Corner, and I'm here at Falling Water State Park. It's in the Panhandle of Florida. So I have not been filming a lot in Florida because honestly, Florida really isn't really for me, most of it. However, I have found this very beautiful, serene area, and it's just outside of a small town that I really actually enjoyed also. So the town this area is near is called Chipley, Chipley, and I spent a good part of the day there. I had my oil changed, I did laundry, I had some other things done with the car. This is inside of this little park is a vegetable garden. That's pretty. So yeah, I really have not filmed much of Florida, even though I was there for quite some time. So anyway, here's part of the path. It's to the lower falls, which it just said restricted, do not enter, but I'm entering. Yeah, so I've been in Florida for quite some time, and it's not that I didn't have fun. I took some boat rides, saw some attractions. I've posted most of them. Went down to Key West. That was pretty cool. But for me, that part of Florida along the Gulf, it's really humid. I mean, it's winter. I got here in November, and what now? It's like March. It's been hot and muggy the whole time. And it's been buggy the whole time. I've posted before I was bitten alive by these can't see 'em or no see 'ems or whatever they are. This is on the way, it says, to the waterfall, which it says do not enter, but I'm going to enter anyway. So I've turned around. There's a family with a bunch of screaming kids. So they've backtracked from the other path. So I am going down the path they just came from. Because otherwise it's very serene and calm and really beautiful in here. So I missed the butterfly just there. Anyway, what was I saying? So a lot of birds and butterflies in here. So this is from the upper scenic view. Let me see. This is supposed to be the tallest waterfalls in Florida. Not really far off the road, but anyway, it's really pretty in here though. Also, as I was saying, it's not as humid up here. I asked some people in town if it's always less humid than down where I was around St. Pete's, down to Fort Myers, down to Naples, and they said yeah, it's a little bit better up here during the year. So it's really pretty. The whole ride along the Panhandle was pretty. So there are places in Florida that are comfortable, that aren't hot, humid, buggy. Way too much traffic here. Way too many tolls. If you're driving between Tampa and St. Petersburg, it's a joke. I mean, you can't ever go anywhere without paying tolls. Just a lot of things. It's just not for me. I was here for a while, then I went to Arizona, and then I came back. And you cannot, I don't care what anyone says, you will never beat winter temperatures that exist in Arizona. Arizona is still, as far as I'm concerned, the number one spot. Again, this is central Arizona. It's really the number one spot as far as I'm concerned for a winter destination. Again, Phoenix is not what it was. Phoenix metropolitan area is not what it was. If you go from Phoenix west to Yuma, it's wide open. It's still desert. It's still, you can still get affordable housing, and it's, again, the weather, you can't beat it. But Phoenix is, I don't know, there's crime, there's traffic there too. It's not for me either anymore. You guys know when I moved there, I thought I died and went to heaven. But unfortunately, this is what 40 years can do to a city. But it's still, there are still places, just like here in Florida, there still are places that are wide open and pretty, and you can't beat the temperature. 70s, mid 70s all the time. Dry air makes a huge difference. No bugs, and Western Phoenix, no traffic. So it's good. So I'm gonna work my way down. Those guys should be pretty much done looking at the water from the lower level. So I'm gonna take a quick run down there. Okay, and here we have the sinkhole. It's kind of scary, actually. A big hole down there. I'm not sure how far down it goes, but there is that. Again, this is supposedly the tallest waterfalls in Florida. And here is the sinkhole, which it's pretty dry, so I'm not really sure what this is all about. All right, let me make my way back. The kids seem to be leaving from the upper area to see the falls, so let me get over there. Okay, so I took a little rest while the family ventured through here. They seem to be gone. So I came across this aerial garden sign. Plants that grow on trees and other objects are called, I hope I pronounced this right, epiphytes, I hope. Some mosses, ferns, and bromeliads, if I butcher that one, are common epiphytes. So these plants, often called air plants, are not really nourished by the air. Instead, they obtain nutrients from organic matter, such as wind-blown dust or fallen leaves that accumulate around their roots, which I did not know because I've seen a lot of these mosses and such in Florida, and I just thought it was the air that kept them alive. But they actually do need these other nutrients that I guess the wind blows onto them. So that's kind of interesting. And again, this is the path down to the lower view of the tallest waterfalls in Florida. So we'll see what that is. Let's see, otherwise to catch you up. Had to go out to Arizona to get what I could out of storage. I bought a house last year up in upstate New York. And so I'm trying to get, I went to get my breakables. I just didn't want them shipped. So I went and got those. And next year I probably just get a van, rent a van, and I've only got one more load of things to get from there. So I went to Arizona. I also went over to Los Algodones while I was there in Mexico. Had some little work done on my teeth. And then now I was going to go to New York and unload this stuff. However, the weather, there's some winter storms. Finally, it's March up there. So I decided to keep everything in the car and come back to Florida because I have to fly out of Miami in a couple of days to go on the Panama Canal cruise, which I will be filming. I haven't filmed a lot. I don't know why. I just haven't been. It's been uncomfortable. Like I say, in Florida, it was muggy and hot. I mean, I was mostly high 80s winter. So I'm sorry. I didn't film a lot. I just didn't see a lot worth filming. Here's the falls from the lower view. Oh my. Okay, so this goes way down there. So I guess they're measuring from down there because the top is really street level pretty much, not much further below that, but it's pretty, and that is quite far down actually. So basically I've stayed on the Gulf side of Florida from just north of St. Pete's, I guess, Tarpon Springs, all the way down to Naples, and then a little jaunt across Alligator Alley, and the route across to the Keys, and went all the way down to Key West. I have posted things on Facebook. You can go to my Facebook page and see. Oh, let's see. I stopped at I forgot what it was called, Marine Encounters or something like that. Did a little short video on a girl who did some demos there. I did do one of those airboat tours. I think I posted on YouTube, but I definitely posted on the Facebook page that particular one, it was called Mitch's Airboat Tours, was not worth the $50. That was one of the most boring boat rides I've ever been on. So I'm going to try and check out a different company sometime before I head back to New York. So anyway, this is it. This is the Waterfalls Park. Let's see, there's a sign over here. It says Florida's highest waterfall. You're looking at the highest waterfall in Florida, 73 feet. This is not a typical fall because here the water flows into a sinkhole. Okay, during the summer thunderstorms, you may see a raging torrent cascading over the edge. In a drought, the water may slow to a trickle. This limestone formed over 20 million years ago from animal shells and sand deposited on the ocean floor when the sea covered most of Florida. So there you have it. All right, I'll work my way up here. And again, it's not near as humid here as it is along the Gulf Coast. I actually really liked that town that I just left. And a few other towns I've stopped at. The Panhandle, to me, I don't know if people really, maybe it's the Texas Panhandle that's not that great, because, I don't know. I really like the Panhandle a lot. It's very green. I've taken I-10 through it, but the wildflowers grow in the medians. Okay, this is a little bit uphill, and I'm still not that great with hills. So I'm going to make my way up there and sit for a minute. Okay, so again, let me back up. This is a hill. I had to stop and rest for a minute, but this is just a really very slight incline, really, and just a few feet to the landing to see the falls. So I don't know if I just taped that or not. I might be repeating myself, but anyway, if you do come here, it's a super short walk. Kids are running up and down. It's fine. It's just me. I don't do hills very well yet, not even little hills. So don't worry, it's super easy. So all right, let me turn back on. Okay, so there's also a nature trail here. I may walk down and just take a peek and see where that goes. Okay, don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to try to scooch by this wood bee. We call them wood bees, I think. This is what that is. That's buzzing around here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a couple of them. Okay. Okay, so it says this trail is a detour to a lake. So, let's see what kind of lake they have down here. And again, while we're walking, it's Kaayla from Kayla's Korner. I typically do some videos at attractions as I'm traveling around. I have not done as many as I did last year. And I'm not really sure why. I've been with friends here and there, so I was a little distracted as far as doing videos. I actually worked for a while I was in Florida, so that took up some time. And I don't know, I just was uncomfortable a lot of the times. So this is a boardwalk. What does this say? Wiregrass Trail Oil Well Site. Okay. And there's a little bit of water flowing down, a little trickle here, flowing down. Maybe you can see it. And here we have a native azalea shrubs that grows only in damp locations, such as this creek. They bloom in early spring with a stunning display of pinkish flowers, usually shrubby. They grow to 15 feet tall and in shady areas are gangly looking. Well, it's spring. See if I can find some pink flowers. I think I do see some over here actually. There's some in the distance over there. Kind of gangly is right. So there's some pinkish flowers. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I don't know if you can read this, but it says this is the oil well, circa 1919. All that remains of the oil well is the shaft protruding from the ground, capped with concrete. The well reached a final depth of 4,912 feet. After unsuccessfully finding oil in commercial quantities, the well was capped in 1921. And there you have the cap. I'm going to drop my keys here. That'll be really great. Okay. So that's the cap. And then down there, the shaft comes out of the ground there. I don't know if you can see it. That's kind of interesting. So they were in search of black gold. In 1919, there was a serious effort made to find oil on Falling Waters Hill. But as you can see, they had little luck finding oil. When 39 feet was reached, a blow of glass was released from the drill site. Area residents were temporarily excited by a false report of a gusher. The oil well continued to be drilled to a final depth of 4,912 feet. When it was all said and done, no oil in commercial quantities was found, and the well was capped off. Well, that's too bad. This would have been another oil boom like in Texas. Okay, so I believe this continues to go to this lake, hopefully. Again, this is a really cool boardwalk. There were a few steps, but nothing like, there was no uphill. It was all flat boardwalk and then steps. So hopefully we'll get to a lake soon. Okay, so I've only got about 7% battery. I only started out with like less than 30%. I don't know where this lake is. Oh, wait, I think I do see it. We're there. Okay. So if it goes dead, again, this is Kaayla's Korner. I'll be on a cruise pretty soon, so I promise I will video more exciting, hopefully exciting things on the cruise. It's a Panama Canal cruise. We'll be stopping to all the Central American countries except Nicaragua. They have just this week canceled that stop, which is unfortunate. One of the reasons I booked that cruise, but it is what it is. So here we have the lake. So that's really pretty. That's really pretty. They said you can swim in this. Oh, over there on the beach. All right, let's see if I can make it over there before the battery dies. Okay, so here's the beach. We made it. And I guess those are restrooms over there. And it looks like if you follow this boardwalk, there's like more of a hiking path. So that's good. See if I can put my feet in the water. See if it's cold. Oh, sorry about that. Let's put my shoes on here because my camera's going to run out. Again, if you want to see videos of the cruise, just go ahead, like and subscribe, and follow me there. So let's see if it's cold. I'm walking into this lake. It's really sandy. It's really pretty. And yes, it's freezing.